Welcome back to Bird Dog Gaming, guys, where today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to show you what it's like to tear down a game room with about 2,000 video games in it. I actually just finished recording the 2023 game room tour with the new game room that I'm in right now. I moved back in August of last year, and I forgot that I had all this footage of me tearing down my game room from my previous house. So before I release that video, we're going to do this one right here. I'm just going to kind of talk over some of this footage that I have here. I'm going to kind of talk about some tips and tricks that'll help you move and some things that I learned along the way. This is going to be a learn from my mistakes, do as I say, not as I do type of deal. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The Game Room 2023 tour for this game room will actually be coming out in the next few weeks after this video, so keep an eye out for that. Now, I'm a little bit heavier. I'm like 20 pounds heavier in this old 2022 footage, and I had short hair, but I promise it's still me. So let's go ahead and get started here. We have some still images I took before. This is pretty much what the game room was before I took anything apart. It's kind of nostalgic for me. I still have most of these shelves. I still have everything except for that entertainment center is not with me anymore. Man, yeah, just getting right into it. We start with the DVDs and Blu-rays, which I actually don't even have displayed anymore. They were less of a priority for me in this new game room. I do have a closet in this game room, which I did not have previously. It's been pretty nice, but you guys will see that in the game room tour. You really want to see if you have someone that kind of works in retail or works somewhere where they're throwing out boxes constantly, because you're going to spend a lot of money in boxes if you don't. You can tell I did these in 1080 by 1920 because I was thinking I was going to make this into like a YouTube short or whatever. But I think it works better as a YouTube video. Man, those boxes, it's like playing Tetris. It's pretty much the worst. I definitely had to find, I don't know, I think deep boxes are the way to go. I think putting padding in them is going to be your best bet. I will say the first and foremost, you must have some box protectors on your cardboard. That is an absolute must-have for someone that's moving. I'd say 90% of the cardboard I had box protectors, including the Game Boy games, especially the Game Boy games. But like your DVD case games, you know, if you don't have box protectors, you're going to be fine for the most part, unless a box gets dropped. You know, you might suffer a little bit of damage there, but I don't know. I wasn't about to spend hundreds of dollars on box protectors for hundreds of GameCube games and Wii games. It's just not worth it to me. I didn't put a whole lot of padding. I probably didn't put any padding in my boxes for the DVD case games. As you can see, I am just having a wonderful time here. Honestly, you want to keep the games in alphabetical order. You definitely want to do that for yourself. I actually don't have those shelves right there on the left. Those GameCube, that I left those behind. They were mounted to the wall, and even if I wanted to take them with me, it was actually, I don't know, the way that we put it up, it was very difficult to take the screws out of the wall. I don't know if it was just stuck to the stud or something, but something weird was going on. But I didn't really want those anyway. I made them a weird shape. They used to be, you know, several years ago, they used to actually fit around a TV I had. So that's why there's that weird gap. But they did their job. They served their purpose for me. But yeah, you want to go in reverse order. Keep your games in alphabetical order. That way, as you're taking them out of the box, it is just easy to put them on the shelf where you want them. I still have that Smash Brothers display. I really freaking love that. I just have not found where to put it in this new game room. So you won't see that in the game room tour, unfortunately. Moving on to some boxes on top of the shelves, we've got a whole lot more games to cover. I'd say we probably packaged up about 500 or 600 games at this point in time. We're only 4.5 minutes into the video. Now this shelf was tough. Like, game guides are so heavy. You don't even realize how freaking heavy they are. You can see I'm going 2 rows deep on these PlayStation 2 games. Totally nothing wrong with that. If you're going to hire movers, I didn't hire movers. I had my friends help me. I made sure to label fragile on the boxes that were fragile. And I made sure to label what was inside of each of them. And I rented a moving truck, and I had some friends who understood collectibles, and they understood, like, you know, this stuff needs to not be crushed, and this stuff over here is okay to be on the bottom. You know, things like that. You want to make sure that if you do hire movers, that you probably want to put some padding around your boxes and really label what's going to be fragile. For my next move, I will definitely be hiring someone. Man, I really liked how the LEDs were set up. That was actually a closet. That was a small closet. It had sliding doors, but I took them off and put them behind the entertainment center. More Xbox games, Xbox 360. Crazy how perfect that box fit there. I mean, those 3 rows were just like a snug, perfect fit right there. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'll throw some Switch games in there with those Xbox games. Who cares? Cartridges, pretty easy. Once again, it's just time consuming. Most of this stuff is very easy. It's just going to be very time consuming, and you definitely want to do it in alphabetical order. Yeah, there's a few times where I had to put some games back on the shelf because I was like, oh, I don't want to get them out of order. And here goes the massive job of taking the Game Boy games out. Thank God these were already all in box protectors. I made sure that any that were missing box protectors, I made sure to purchase some before I moved. You really don't want to get this stuff crushed. You can kind of see I have a massive, very deep box here. This box ended up not being that heavy because I don't have any cartridges inside of my actual boxes. I know some people find that weird, but I just can't imagine taking a game out of the box every time I want to play it, so I don't know. I have them in drawers. It's not great, but it's what I have for now. And that box was big enough I could fit about 200 to 250 Game Boy games, and I'm still throwing DS and 3DS in there. Fitting some irregular boxes into this box, all kinds of stuff. You know, once you get the easy stuff over with, that's when you really start playing Tetris with these oddly shaped boxes you have. Here I am wrapping things. I think these are Sega CD games or Saturn. Yeah, definitely. You know, those long jewel cases are prone to just getting really messed up. You want to make sure you are taking care of your stuff because they're collectibles, you know. If you're watching this video, you're not just someone who wants to play your video games. You're someone that cares about them and wants to keep them in great condition. And you want to do whatever you can, you know, spend the few extra dollars. Don't cut corners when you're moving. Yeah, there was a ton of stuff at the top of that closet that I really just did not want to move. Oh, amiibos and Rayman figures, those are just the worst. And here goes this heavy, heavy box, man. Bringing this up the stairs to the new game room, man, that was such a pain. The giant box of Pokemon cards, man. There's my sealed Pokemon cards. I got a couple of those. Those things are definitely still in that box, actually. I have not taken them out since I moved. And I threw the Sonic plush in there for good luck. Kiosk was an absolute nightmare to get out of the game room and onto the moving truck, let me tell you. Don't buy a kiosk. Looks like it was super hot in this Texas summer weather. Had to take the sleeves off. The consoles, I ended up wrapping about every single console almost, and you have to be so very safe with your consoles, especially modern ones. You know, your Super Nintendo gets banged around, it's gonna work for another 50 years. There's the entertainment center. All those wires behind there were just atrocious. And here it is. It's a little nostalgic for me, but yeah, guys, that is the game room teardown. Thank you for watching. Like I said, there will be a game room tour video in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that. This game room is quite the upgrade, and I'm really excited to show it off. But in the meantime, go become a channel member for just $1.99 per month, where you can get early access to content just like this. You'll get early access to the game room tour. You get early access to almost all of the videos on Bird Dog Gaming. You can get emojis to use during live streams or in the comments of my videos. You get a dog bone badge by your name. It's a loyalty badge that actually goes up in rank after you have been a member for X amount of months. Not to mention you get shout outs and a special exclusive channel in the Discord. What's not to love? But yeah, make sure you guys go join the Discord. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time right here on Bird Dog Gaming.